Hi, my name is Sam Jactel, and I'm the CEO and founder of Agora Health, the digital health platform that's revolutionizing the standard of care for chronic GI conditions. Over 70 million Americans currently suffer from a chronic GI disease such as IBS, ulcerative colitis, and Crohn's disease. That's twice as prevalent as diabetes. These patients are also incredibly expensive. Digestive diseases generate over $140 billion of direct medical spend each year. That's more than heart disease, mental health, and trauma. And despite spending billions of dollars to find new medications, these conditions still have a remission rate of under 50%. And if you're one of the lucky ones that's in remission today, there's a 60% chance that you'll fall out of remission within the next decade. Living with these conditions is frustrating and painful, as you can imagine. Symptoms are so severe, in fact, that patients would be willing to sacrifice up to 15 years of their remaining life expectancy for an immediate cure today. I would know because I'm a patient myself. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2014, and it's taken me 7 years, 4 doctors, and 7 combinations of drugs to be in remission where I am today. And despite having access to the best available care, I've relapsed 3 times along that journey. So why is it so hard to manage these conditions? Well, the best available data shows that these conditions are actually multifactorial. And unfortunately, medicine only addresses part of those factors. And so patients like me still lack the tools that they need to manage their care at home, such as mental health, sleep, physical activity, and trickiest, diet. Over 90% of patients have tried but failed to change their diet appropriately. That's probably because the standard approaches to diet require the sequential elimination and reintroduction of over 100 different foods, including staples like gluten and dairy, over a period of longer than 6 months. And that's a shame because data shows that patients can improve their symptoms by up to 75% with the appropriately tailored diet. So Agora Health is the tool that I wished had existed when I was diagnosed. And we're starting with diet. Our simple 8-week program guides patients to eliminate their trigger foods and improve their symptoms. We do this in 3 easy steps. First, we use our proprietary database of trigger foods powered by our machine learning algorithm to identify only the 10 to 15 foods that are most likely to be causing symptoms for that individual patient. Then we use a 5-minute daily health check to guide that patient to build a custom diet that measurably improves their symptoms and allows them to thrive. Now, this seems simple, but we're really changing the paradigm. Our diet program is a third of the length, 90% less complicated, and 5 times higher completion rate than standard diets for GI. The key to our success and the engine that powers the Agora Health platform is a machine learning algorithm that runs on over 350,000 unique data points that we have gathered on GI patients. Data is our differentiator for 3 reasons. First is the size. Over a period of 8 weeks, we gather over 5,000 unique data points on each patient. If we're able to meet our goal of onboarding 20,000 patients within the first year, we will have built the largest GI database in the world. And this data is also intelligent. Currently, we're able to draw correlations between symptoms and foods, but we're well on our way to implementing predictive medicine. In fact, our flare prediction algorithm is already a step in that direction. Finally, last but not least, we're able to follow patients over time. Now, this data is notoriously challenging to gather, but incredibly valuable, not only to find new therapies, but also new treatment protocols for these patients. So I've talked a lot about diet, but diet is just the start in our mission to build a comprehensive platform that empowers patients to more effectively manage their care at home. Our product development roadmap includes launching additional clinically validated therapeutic programs on sleep, stress, and anxiety to help patients better tame their symptoms. Additionally, we'll be launching enhanced features such as on-demand access to health coaches that serves a dual purpose, not only to provide a 360-degree care support system for patients, but also to feed our data algorithm in a virtuous cycle. So where are we today? We launched a pilot study to measure the effectiveness of a low-tech, minimum viable product of our tool, and we saw strong results, both from an adherence standpoint and an outcome standpoint. Recently, we've launched an IRB-approved clinical study to further validate our claims. The $150,000 venture cap funding would allow us to invest in software development, marketing, and additional R&D to finalize the development of our app and launch within 6 months. When we launch, we'll be targeting the $30 billion digital health market for GI diseases, and we plan to approach it in 3 phases. First, we'll launch direct to consumer, charging each user $20 a month for access to our premium tool. Next, we'll generate additional volume by gaining the endorsement of physician and advocacy groups. And last, we'll generate true scale by selling through self-insured employers as well as payers. Now, we're not alone in this market, but unfortunately, no one is currently meeting the needs of GI patients comprehensively. Our competition is typically narrow in focus, and so only provides support for a small number of things that patients truly need. They also typically have limited evidence for the effectiveness of their tools. And lastly, they're static. They're not built on platforms that are made to evolve with new data. But most important to me is the fact that these companies are all built by insurers, physicians, pharma companies, or researchers. Agora Health is different. We are built by patients and driven by data. And our mission and our approach has allowed us to build a strong team as well as a group of partners to execute our vision. Our team includes the senior leadership at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, the largest GI foundation of its kind, as well as the directors of the GI clinics, both at Brigham and Women's Hospital and Piedmont Health. So join us as we revolutionize the standard of care for GI diseases. Thank you.